Now, 5 Minutes with Farwell,
where your business comes first.
And we are joined this morning by Faisal Susiwala, broker of record with RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. Faisal, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well as well, thank you.
Glad to hear it. So, as always is the case, the market is ever changing in this region. What can you tell us currently about what we're seeing in the real estate market, Faisal?
Well, we're certainly seeing a lot of extra inventory hitting the market right now. So, we're up almost 10 times the level of inventory that we were at the beginning of the year. And that's not out of the natural state of this spring market, but it is a huge increase over what we've expected over the past couple of years. We're also seeing prices declining as a result of interest rates going up. Gas prices are going up, so fuel costs rising causes people a pause because if they're coming out of Milton, Mississauga, they're thinking, well, maybe we should stay a little bit further east instead of spending that money on fuel costs. So a lot of changes are happening. We're starting to see fewer bidding wars happening on properties, and there's a little bit more thought behind offers, and we're starting to see conditions coming back into offers.
So that makes me wonder if this is a good time to sell or buy. It sounds like maybe we're shifting into a buyer's market.
Well, yes, that could be an accurate statement. It is definitely still a good time to sell from the perspective of if you need to sell or if you really want to sell. The value that you're going to receive for your home today is a value you probably will not see again for 18 to 24 months. And that's a pretty tough pill to swallow for anyone that's looking in the rearview mirror saying, well, my neighbor got X amount 2 months ago. That's true. Interest rates were lower and the economy was a little bit in a different state at that time. So what we're seeing now with the rising rates, the affordability has gone down, but that payment must stay constant for a buyer. So a buyer, coming back to, is it a good time to purchase? Well, if a buyer is in the market today and they have, let's say, $3,000 a month to spend, the value of the home must align to the payment. So if the interest rate goes up, the value of that home must come down to match that monthly payment. And that's where it makes it a good time to get into the market. You're not necessarily going to buy a better home for the money. You're just going to buy the same home at a lower price because of the interest rate going up.
I know, Faisal, that in your book, The Real Deal, which is available at Amazon.ca, you talk about market changes like this and what to do in these times. What sort of advice do you give?
Well, I'm suggesting right now to really think about what you're doing. And if you're buying right now, I would suggest first sell your property, make sure that you know exactly the amount of money you're going to receive. Because if you're buying in today's dollars and selling in tomorrow's dollars, you may be in for a little bit of a surprise with the impending interest rate hike that we're expecting again on Wednesday. It could be another 0.5% increase. So it's different than what it was a couple of months ago or a few months ago where we were saying, make sure you know where you're moving because there's no inventory. But there's certainly a lot of inventory in the market right now.
Yeah, and those interest rate changes really keep things interesting, no pun intended, but don't they? Yeah. Because there's almost constant change in the market because of them.
There is. And there's a lot of negativity in the marketplace right now, in the stock market, in the real estate end of things, and just the media. And the over sentiment is just negative. So be very cautious in making your decision. Make sure. But remember, if you sell low, you buy low. If you sell high, you buy high. So yes, your neighbors may have gotten $200,000 more than your home is getting today, but they also paid $200,000 more. Good
reminder, as always, and good perspective on the market. Faisal, thanks very much for being here.
My pleasure as always. Take care, Mike.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Faisal Susiwala is a broker of record and Canada's top agent at RE/MAX Twin City, Faisal Susiwala Realty. You can reach him directly by phone at 519-624-5555 or find him online at homeshack.com. His book, The Real Deal, is also available on Amazon.ca.
5 Minutes with Farwell, where success matters.
On City News 570.